Rabbit. Bro, if y'all get fucking Hendrickson, oh my god. Like that's what y'all one player away. Like you one player away like a nigga that had back to back. You already in your game? Damn, my bad. Let me leave you alone. Alright, there you go.
Already rocking this house. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started.
I love it. Love it, bro. Love it. Love it. Let's go.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They go to the ground.
Man, me either. I can't wait to see what 26 looks like.
It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other.
And it was like, fuck man.
Yeah, I tell you,
I'm playing mad, I'm trying to college them.
Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like,
you're going to have to make mad better than want to
friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12 who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10.
And I deleted my game.
Throws to the tight end. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea is to just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
First down here for the offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll give it to the back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
Makes the grab on the left. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Gets away from 1. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
On On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back the pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on you. Nope, steps out of bounds.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Power football with the run. Trucks through the defender. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Finds a man by himself. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Give to the running back. The Horned Frogs get enough to move the chains.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
They'll throw it on 1st down. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Right back to him on the ground.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They'll try to tack one more on their score.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he's coming out of the end zone. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this side.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D-linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a gamer.
He's back to throw on second down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up when you...
He lobs one high down the left side. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Trying to take it back. The 30. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and goal. Fast motion from the offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. You got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Leaves it with the running back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great.
Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to go for the return. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. Just steamrolling his way through. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Line is set on third down. Now the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. On fourth down, going to the air. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
They stop him right on the edge of the red zone, a pickup of 5 to the 20. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. Fighting off the defender. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
He caught it. Good. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
They want the edge on the jet sweep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the defense gets the negative play on the jet sweep, and to stop that play, you've got to be good at the point of attack on the outside. DBs have to be able to beat their blocks one-on-one, and they did just that on that play.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Still on his feet. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, how about that play call? Third down, turn it around, hand it to the big fella, your fullback, and he does the work to get the first.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but they're in the birthplace of college football. This one is close. They're up by 7 over Kansas State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now on first down from the 30. They're getting this guy lathered up. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Bulls his way forward. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Gonna run it. It's quick. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Still running at the 35. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. He'll pull it on the read. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
I'll tell you, the running backs and the quarterbacks in this offense, they got to give a lot of their success running the football to this offensive line up front. They're getting tremendous push. It doesn't matter who has the football, who's keeping the football. You're just seeing this group up front drive this defense backwards.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Try to get it to the edge. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive gain. Still a couple plays here left, too.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, TCU.
And nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet, so keep fighting. Going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys in that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure.
He'll take a deep shot here. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Buckeyes will punt it away on fourth down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to move it through the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Horned Frogs will line up to kick off and start the second half. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. He'll start the third quarter with the run. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And the Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. He's going to pass. Got his man quickly. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
You might just think that dude's a power back, but what a great job coming out of the backfield, become a wide receiver, and then guess what? When he gets in the open field, that's not a lot of fun to try to bring to the ground. That's a big boy.
Going up top on first down. Pressure coming. Had to throw it before he wanted. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling the quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man to the left. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Bosa's, Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. So the snap count is silent, it's predictable, and then you pin your ears back, and that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Grabbed over the middle, it's Herrera. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. With the run on first and goal. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Second and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
It's still third and goal. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
He'll keep it himself. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Poor starting field position here for this offense. The run from the shotgun. Shoots through that hole and picks up 5. He's out to the 11.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
On second down, just keeps firing. Looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
He'll pull it down and run. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is the most dangerous.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. And this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to run for it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And he's finally ushered out of bounds, but not before. He makes a good gain.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quick.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Bringing it back. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
He wants to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Dances away. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
You could just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Got room at the 35. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. They'll try the run. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Going up top.
Pathetic.
And it's picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the 4th quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
The expressway is wide open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
He'll pull it down. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game. Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And, Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that 1st down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
Oh, and I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a 1st down.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you. You got to do something about it. I think defense, maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the tailback. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Might be looking to run. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks, this quarterback.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip into the secondary, make that big play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5.
Oh,
He
God.
was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Wide receiver shows motion. On second down, looking again to throw.
Oh, God.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Trying to get to it. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. He's got great speed. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. The give from the gun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd down, going up top. Coming after it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is frustrating. You know, you're an offense. You're in a great position. You're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you could possibly do.
They're bringing heat. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's going to run it. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And it's a pretty good job by this defense, man. It's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about.
He tries to take the top off. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Gonna take a shot. Breaks it inside the 10. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
I'm ready to text him. I hadn't responded to him, but I'm ready to text him back. Glad to know. Cause just like listen to what he just said. It ain't my mom, has always been me. Okay, glad to know that. She texted me, but I ain't opening her text message. I don't want her to realize I don't give a fuck about her or nothing she got to say. So I'm not even opening and reading that shit. Right? But I ain't responding to him either, but I'm about to. I'm about to just say, what you think? Should I say that or just leave it alone?
He's going to run it back. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline, bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked out at the 11. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Put it however you say it is going to be.
Evaluating their players. So if you're
Yeah, what they do here, they play skating with this kid. That's going also.
To be clear, they're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting.
But they're different
Keep
ways.
showing your coaches it matters.
But this is the stuff that they do. I mean, whatever you say to him, you got time before you ain't gonna see him in a long time.
We're already making that known.
Yeah.
But that's the problem, though. Like,
Because everything you get held against. Meanwhile, you know.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it's hard to put
yeah, but at some point, Erica, man, it is what it is. Like, I hate losing my son, but like at some point, it is what it is. Like, you ain't just gonna be bouncing back and forth between me and her playing with me. So I'm cool.
Exactly.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
He's 18 now. I mean, so.
And it's knocked away, and they don't convert
Not
on
like
fourth
he's
down.
10 and 12, you know, a 10-year-old and about you're fighting to still gain something in him. Now he's 18, he's already got everything mapped out on his life, like, and it seems like he's been pushed to the wayside from a long time ago. So it's not like now it's going to be any different.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile in.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David.
I'm listening. I just texted you. I just texted you. 18 now. Hope you figure it out. Whatever it is you're going through. I'm around. Always have been for whenever you decide you need.
And find those positives that you can build on, David, you're talking about.
Now on 3rd down for this offense.
I ain't playing these games with him.
When you take out fast, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
It's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so
It's funny how the issue started with them two, but yet it falls into me being a problem.
Yeah, so
rhythm.
what I said every time.
Right from the
I
get-go
said
of this
that.
game,
I said that.
offense just able to matriculate
That's
the
why I'm
ball
like, this doesn't make no
downfield.
sense.
Defense was not giving
And
anything
that's
up.
why
What a great
he
game plan coming in.
ain't
This was
coming
just
back.
total domination.
That's going to do it for us from here for Jesse Palmer, Ben Pollock, I'm
Because
Reese Davis, and this
them
has been another
conversations
presentation
had
of
nothing
EA
to do
Sports
with what
College
happened
Football.
and things that happened. It ended up being a conversation about you.
Let's go, Parker. Let's go, Parker. Hold on to him, buddy. That means he get fucked up. They wrestling right now. That means he get fucked